The Catholic Morning Show.
Well, Matt, you got to talk twice about Blue Jays. I mean, it was a story about a cute little girl asking for her very famous father to stay with the Blue Jays. But I remember the other day you were talking about your favorite birds is Blue Jays. So yeah, figured it was a good sign to keep to hear that twice and to really put a book in the bird watching aspect of the last show here. Thank you for tuning in on Iowa Catholic Radio. I'm Bo Bonner with Matt Willkom, Alexia Baker, also rounding out the studio. Join us next week, I should say. Jim Bertrand, Joe Stopulus, and Michelle Sagarino will be our guests. We are 16 minutes away from the top of the hour, and what we're going to get to do today is say one more time, Matt Willkom is our guest, outgoing Director of Programming and Network Development, Iowa Catholic Radio, incoming Operations Director for Spirit Catholic Radio, Oklahoma. But we also get to say farewell live on air. Matt, it's, of course, been a privilege to be with you this time, the 5 years at Iowa Catholic Radio, but looking forward to having this chat with you before we wave farewell.
No, thank you. I remember driving down 5 years ago from Minnesota to take this job, and I think your voice was the first one that I heard when I tuned in. At that time, it was the AM flagship station out of Des Moines, and I thought, wow, that guy's really good. I think you had another guy on there, too, with you.
Yeah.
He was okay.
But yeah. I think it's a good tag team duo.
I think so.
5 years ago, I was like, did they have us on like at midnight and you were driving in the middle of the night? But no, I'm teasing. Well, look, you've been here for 5 years. It's been a fast 5 years. It also, in some ways, I can't believe I place you here at Iowa Catholic Radio before the pandemic, but you sort of got here right in the middle of that. And it has been a whirlwind of a time here at Iowa Catholic Radio. Not to put you on the spot, but let's talk about some of the things that have changed since when you first got here 5 years ago.
Yeah, I think in my mind, I placed myself here earlier as well, because when I would be driving to and from Minnesota, Wisconsin to visit family and then back home to Omaha, I would tune in Iowa Catholic Radio on 8035, and I think it was the 94.5 signal at that time, and think, gosh, somebody should do something about this, because it was really scratchy. And so little did I know that, this sort of, I don't know if it was a prayer, but I got this in my mind eventually, well, Lord, maybe I could work for Iowa Catholic Radio someday and maybe help them out in some ways. And boy, did he answer that prayer.
Yeah, so, year 20 was last year, and we now have multiple stations, but 105.5 here in Des Moines, the strong, triumphant, large station, the FM that we can hear all the way. But then, of course, we've got new places up north, down south, truly spreading the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. But just a moment to tell people about the sort of work it takes to find good signals, spread them, and everything like that.
Yeah, one of the vendors that we work with has described, for example, a tower project, building a brand new tower, as more difficult than birthing a baby. Now, I'm not a woman, so I can't really make that comparison, but he dared to do so. Those are his words, not mine.
Right.
But it is not an easy task, and when we have now an opportunity to build a sizable tower in the geographic center of the Des Moines Diocese that will cover a huge swath of territory. That's just one of the projects that we have ongoing. Other things that we have, in addition to the transition to 105.5, is the upgrade of 105.5, which will include Ames and areas to the northeast much more strongly once that is accomplished. We've expanded into northern Iowa, as you mentioned, Spencer, Spirit Lake, Okoboji area, beautiful area up there, wonderful people. Mason City, I love visiting the home of the Music Man writer, Meredith Wilson, and Father O'Connor and Father Valentine and everybody there, Tony Adams at Newman. So they've been so welcoming and gracious. And I really look forward to hearing more of how that relationship will continue to develop and flourish for the benefit of all. We have 105.3 out of Sheraton, a huge 34,000-watt signal that reaches all the way into northern Missouri. And we actually own the tower and the land upon which it sits. All of these were very different scenarios, different deals that required a lot of attention to detail and nuances and a bit of grace to make it through. But also I don't want to forget our LPFM friends in Fairfield, Oskaloosa, and Marshalltown. Mary LaFrancis, Paul Falk and company in Oskaloosa, and also Deacon Polk or Deacon Roger, and then Bob Dick, who just stopped by yesterday afternoon to say congratulations and farewell from Marshalltown. They all are very important parts of the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. We could not do this without all of them.
Well, I want to point out that first and foremost, people don't often understand or think about the medium by which they hear Iowa Catholic Radio. That is, of course, the radio signals or online, and you've done so much to help us expand and grow on that. So that will forever bear the mark of Matt Willkom, the ability to hear, Iowa Catholic Radio itself. Before we let you go, I want to turn to the fun that is your production elements. We've pointed this out, your voices, the fun and the energy you bring to on-air content. But we promised a few gifts for the folks before you go, so I'll let you fire these up.
Yeah, so we got a handful of clips here. These are audio bites that Matt never got to use here at Iowa Catholic Radio. Let's fire up the first one, Alexia.
You're from outer space.
No, I'm from Iowa. I only work in outer space.
All right, what's the movie? It's Star Trek.
It's Star Trek 2, right?
The Voyage Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
There you go. Good job.
All right, number 2.
What's the next one?
Hey, I'm sorry if I made you uncomfy.
I've done that a lot here. I think made people uncomfy.
Is that just from Saturday Night Live?
Well, it is.
It sounds like Medea or something
Keenan?
like that.
It is Keenan, yeah. But I don't know which movie.
He plays Bricklebaum in The Grinch.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, number 3.
All right.
I got a fever. And the only prescription is
more cowbell. In fact, I have thought myself, how could we ever include a cowbell? Famously on The Uncommon Good, we have an eagle screech. I was like, what if we could get a cowbell? So, Matt, you should have brought this up earlier. We could have made this happen.
Oh, man. Maybe in another life.
Another life. All right, the next one.
Those guys are dorks.
Yes, but they're my dorks.
Play that one again.
Those guys are dorks.
Yes, but they're my dorks.
Fantastic.
I don't know the movie, but that is a very good description, and I can't believe that wasn't... we didn't figure out how to use that one. That one seemed very usable. What was that from?
It was from SpongeBob.
Oh, okay, fair. All right.
That was the Flying Dutchman. And there's some little fish that talks to him. And
I like it. All right, next.
All right, here we go.
What we doing live? Echoes in eternity.
You should know that one.
Yeah. I don't know which Lord of the Rings.
Russell Crowe.
Oh, that's Russell Crowe? Oh, that's the Gladiator.
Yes.
Yeah, excuse me. I was thinking Tolkien. But it's true, right? Like, so sage theological advice from the Australian.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought we would end on that one. It's because what we're talking about here. Taking an assessment. It's my quinquennial now.
That's right.
5 years at Iowa Catholic Radio, and I sort of presented that to the Lord and said, do you want me to keep working here, or should I accept this other opportunity in Oklahoma with my former employer, Spirit Catholic Radio, who has recently acquired the Catholic Radio network in Oklahoma. And my in-laws are in Oklahoma, and so when my wife Elizabeth heard about the opportunity, she was fully supportive, if not insistent.
Understandable.
And that is a key discernment point for me. If my wife is fully on board, I have to pay attention.
Indeed.
And so with a lot of prayer and just trust in the Lord, stepping out in faith, we decided to go ahead and go for it.
Well, if it was Texas, I would tell you no, but as it is Oklahoma. Well, look, again, like the ability to, in a short time, tell you how much your contributions have meant to the morning show, to the radio station in general. It's just not enough, but to take a little bit of time here on your last day to be able to hear from you has been elemental. We also have Deacon Mark in here. Deacon, do you have any observations? Did you have any movie clips that you needed to include?
I don't have any movie clips, but what I do, I know we used the cowbell during a fundraiser time.
Oh, okay.
So you did get to use that one, so you can't go out here saying we never
let him have the cowbell. That's true.
No, the opportunity to meet Matt a little over 4 years ago was life-changing for me in many regards. Not only is he the one instrumental in bringing me to the Iowa Catholic Radio team, but what I've been able to observe and watch over the course of his time here and my time here is really foundational to what we try to do here, connecting people to Christ and His church on their faith journey. And Matt does that in such an exemplary way in all facets of his life. Of course, he just talked about his family, and that's one of the things I think I admire Matt the most, about Matt the most, because it's something I struggle with is that tension between ministry and work and all the other commitments that I have. Sometimes it's my family that falls short. That's not the case with Matt. Every decision he makes is intentional and geared towards the long-term benefit of his family. And I think that is what's made him such an important part of the Iowa Catholic Radio family, is that he's really just modeled what that truly means, particularly in the Catholic radio community. I get these. I've been to a couple of EWTN radio conferences with him, and to see the number of people that come up to him and greet him and know him through his work in Catholic radio is inspiring. And again, he leaves here with just a tremendous amount of gratitude. So Board President Rick Ball, Joe Teeling, both out of town today, unfortunately. So I get the opportunity, Matt, to say thank you on behalf of the Iowa Catholic Radio family for all you've done, and things that will not even be kind of like in the book of John. If all the things were to be written, there would not be enough pages. But definitely your hand, the hand of God, has been instrumental in your work here. And again, just thank you so much. And man, we're excited for this opportunity. It really just does seem like it's lined up really well for you, and I'm excited to see what you do down there in Oklahoma, the red dirt country.
Red dirt indeed. Living on Tulsa time. Matt, look, to someone else this would be cruel to do, but you're a consummate professional, been in radio for a long time. 30 seconds, what's the last thing you want to leave with us?
Well, I just want to thank everyone here for the opportunity to serve you all, to be a part of the Iowa Catholic Radio family, and to entertain you as well. I think I mentioned this, Deacon Mark, yesterday about bringing forth these audio clips as an example of not only we who work in Catholic radio evangelizers, but we are also entertainers.
Well, look, have you not been entertained?
Have you not been entertained? Exactly.
I was waiting for that one last movie drop.
And that is important in offering listeners the best opportunity to give the Catholic faith a chance. So I would just say, as we move forward, always remember, we are entertainers.